What's up? What's happening? What is popping? What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another great edition of Simone with the Sports. I'm Simone, bringing you guys daily sports talk. So if you're new here, if you're old here, haven't already subscribed to my channel, stop what you're doing, leave a comment, subscribe, keep rocking with me. Also, make sure you check out the links down below. The first one is to buy me a coffee to help fuel this channel. The second link is to shop the official Simone with the Sports. It's a merch collection. Get you the classic tee, the wavy tee, and the fly or die crew neck. But y'all, if you have not done anything else, turn your notification bells on right now so you don't miss a single video or a single live stream. And you know we will be live at least once a week for the Birds of Broad Street podcast. So have your notification bells on, you guys. But let's get into it, y'all. It's week 4. This season, y'all, it's going by quick. Or is it just me? Shoot. I feel like I was still watching Eagles football from last season. Like, this off season went by so fast, and now this season is speeding by fast. So we are already in week 4, y'all. We have a big division game. This is our first division game of the season against the Washington Commanders. So I'm going to give you guys all my keys to the game, everything that I'm going to be looking out for in this game, everything that I need to happen in this game. So we're going to talk about it. Yes. So as you all know, first and foremost, this is a big revenge game because Washington got us last year. They were the first team to, put a little L, notch a little L in our little belt last season. So they was running off and talking all that G, you know what I'm saying? So we have to come back this game and remind them who run it. Remind them who is wearing the crown right now. The NFC East champs, the NFC champs. Remind them who is king around here. You know what I'm saying? So first of all, this has to be a big statement game, period. But before I get into all my stuff, I just want to ask y'all real quick, how are y'all feeling about the Travis Kelce Taylor Swift thing? Are y'all annoyed with it? Are y'all sick of it? And first of all, I'm an undercover Swiftie. I love Taylor Swift, so let's start there. So not too much on my girl in the comments, you know what I'm saying? But second of all, yes, I'm sick of seeing this y'all. I feel like I've seen so much of Kelce, period. Like, Kelce been in the league doing big G for a long time. Why is all of a sudden all I'm seeing now, even before Tay came in the picture, is all this Kelce propaganda, like they're new to the league or something. They've been around forever. Like, why am I seeing all this? You know what I mean? I'm starting to get sick of seeing that face. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, what's this new boom? Like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? Kelce been fine. It's nothing new. Like, why are we seeing so much of this man lately? Like, but I just had to get that off my chest. But y'all, let's go ahead and get into the injury report. So today, Sydney Brown and Justin Evans did not participate in practice. So we've seen a lot of good things from Sydney Brown. We've seen some solid things from Justin Evans, but those guys obviously won't be playing Sunday. If you didn't practice Friday, you're probably not playing Sunday. This week, Quez Watkins has still been limited with a hamstring injury. Shout out to Olamide Zaccheaus stepping up, making plays in the slot. You know what I'm saying? We got a guy for that. You know what I mean? So, but still, best of luck to Quez. Britton Covey was limited this week. Fletcher was limited. Zach Cunningham was limited. Cam Jurgens limited. But all these guys are supposed to be playing. Landon Dickerson is supposed to be fine. And Haason Reddick is supposed to be getting the cast off of his thumb. So a lot of good signs coming off the injury report. Devontae Smith did miss Wednesday with he missed Thursday with an illness, but he was back today. So there's that. We should be fine when it comes to depth. Now let's talk about some things that I want to see happen, that has to happen in this game. First of all, running the ball. Like, we do not need to get away from running the ball, period. The run game been smoking. Keep it smoking. Swift been smoking. Keep them smoking. The O-line been blocking. Keep them boys blocking. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to be flashy. We don't need to be cute. We don't need anything exotic. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to get clever. Keep running until the run don't run no more. So I was worried about the run game last week against the BUCS. Thank God I kept DeAndre Swift in on my fantasy team because, I'm a real one. I'm loyal. You know what I'm saying? Because against the BUCS, I was like, they have big Vita Vea, plugging up the whole dang line. You know what I'm saying? I was like, dang, Swift, he's a big brother in Vita. You know what I'm saying? So I was a little bit worried about the run game against the BUCS, but Swift still dropped, 150 rushing yards, you know what I'm saying? Got me hella fantasy points. So there's nobody that can convince me that we can't run the ball on the Commanders, okay? There's this narrative going around that the Commanders, you can't run the ball on them, you know what I'm saying? they're giving up about 5 yards per carry. So for Swift, that's going to be about 7 yards. You know what I'm saying? So we need to continue to run the ball. And first of all, I want to just shout out Brian Johnson for sticking with what works, because we've seen play callers in the past, we've seen coordinators in the past that want to get away from the run when it's not when, you know, you have a few good runs, and then if if it's a couple of plays and, you only get a couple short yards, they want to get away from the run. No, keep pounding, you know what I mean? And that's what Brian Johnson has been doing. He's been keep pounding the ball, and it's kept working. So I want to see that continue this week. Also, Jalen, not you, Carter, because you fire, you know what I'm saying? We talking about the Jalen's on the team. We got to differentiate at this point, okay? Jalen Hurts, number 1, breed of 1. We need to see something popping this week. You know what I'm saying? Jalen has been fine. He's turned the ball over in every game. No. As much as we be talking, I be talking about another quarterback in the division, we can't have a quarterback who's going to be turning the ball over every game. We need to see a clean football game from Jalen. We need to see a clean game. We need to see an explosive game. We need to see an explosive game from Jalen Hurts. We haven't seen that yet. Like, Jalen's been solid. He's been fine, but he hasn't been extraordinary. You know what I mean? Like, we need to see that, because if we're going to be going to the championship game, if we're going to be going to the Super Bowl, last season that was on the back of who? Jalen. We need to see that man again. And, he was sick last game. It was raining the first game, yada, yada, yada. I think it's clear skies, blue skies this week. You know what I'm saying? Blow that nose, get out there, and pop off. You know what I'm saying? Now, we know, first of all, shout out to offensive line, because the offensive line was phenomenal against the Buccaneers. A little shaky week 1, a little shaky week 2, and that, was throwing Jalen off, being under all that pressure, of course, constantly, especially in week 1. But that pass blocking, that pass protection, that run blocking in week 3, outstanding. And we're going to need that, especially from Cam Jurgens, because we know Washington got them dogs up front. Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Montez Sweat, Chase Young. They got them boys up front that's going to want to be smoking, okay? So the offensive line has to continue to do a good job in the pass protection. Jalen Hurts has to continue to do a good job under pressure. He cannot be throwing the ball away. We cannot be giving Washington any possessions. Can't be giving them any possessions off turnovers. Now, last season, we know the game plan of Washington was to run the ball, keep the ball out of Jalen's hands, yada, 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 yada. We can't let them do that this year. And it's not going to be the same, because y'all remember that game last year when they ran the ball down our throats? We had injuries. And one of those injuries was Big Jordan Davis. Big Jordan Davis is on another level. Run stuffer of the year right now. So them doing all that running, think they're going to be running us down, running the clock down like they did last season when we were injured, that's not happening, okay? Because this is Jordan Davis 2.0, okay? Jordan Davis has been playing amazing so far this season. Like, the leap that we have seen from last season to this season has been outstanding. The defense overall, as a whole, Sean Desai, I just want to snap. You know what I'm saying? Because Sean Desai has had these boys ready, okay? Sean Desai has had the defense ready. Like, I'm so excited to see the defense take the field, okay? So excited, because even though we don't have the sacks that we had last season, just so much impact plays coming from the defense. But I do see the sacks coming this week. But like I said, we can't let them run the ball down our throat, and I'm not worried about that, because, again, like I said, we were injured last year when they ran the ball down our throat. It's not the same this season, you know what I mean? But also, on the flip side, it's time to get them sacks back. I think we're going to get them sacks back this game. Let's say we get, I'm saying 7 sacks. So far, the Commanders have given up 19 sacks. 19 sacks, y'all. What? It's been 3 weeks, okay? That's 6 more than any other team in the NFL. Let's rack up. You know how the Dolphins last week ran it up on the Broncos? We need to run them numbers up. Inflate those sack numbers this week against the Commanders. You know what I'm saying? Haason Reddick got that cast off his thumb. It's time for him to eat. It's time for the boys to eat. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead. Let's get 7 sacks, y'all. Let's get 7 sacks this week, and I think we can do it. Like I said, Haason Reddick getting that cast off his thumb. Also, one thing that we've been doing a great job of is forcing turnovers, getting takeaways. Again, shout out to the defense because the defense has been carrying, even with so many injuries, like all the injuries that we have on defense. Like, again, that's what I'm saying. Sean Desai having these boys ready. Sean Desai being able to adjust to all the injuries just so quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, the defense has been carrying, and we have been getting takeaways in every game, and I see that continuing so far this game. Right now, Commanders have the second most turnovers, giveaways, whatever, in the NFL, with 8 of them. Sam Howell has thrown 5 interceptions. Now, he did throw 4 in 1 week. Last week against the Bills, he threw 4 alone, so it's not like he was throwing 2 apiece a game. You know, he had a really bad game last week, so it's a little bit skewed. You know what I mean? That's not the norm. I guess we'll see this week. But I see no issue with us getting turnovers. Every game, the defense has been getting turnovers. The defense has been putting points on the board. Safeties, pick sixes, forcing fumbles and recovering those fumbles. I see the defense having a day, baby. So, like I said, we definitely have to get in there. They also have 3 lost fumbles, tied for 3rd most in the NFL. We have to get in there and create those turnovers. But like I said, this is a statement game. Our first division game. We gotta remind the NFC East. It's a degree of separation in this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we the NFC beast. Yeah, we a tough little conference, a tough little division. You know what I'm saying? But it's some divide in the division, and we're leading the pack. We have to remind them boys who run it. We got to remind the league who runs it. You know what I'm saying? The Dolphins, they've been real splashy. You know what I'm saying? No pun intended. But it's time for the Bird Gang to remind the league who runs it. And I want to say, I already know who runs this G. I know. I've been watching the games. I've been seeing this defense. You know what I'm saying? I know who runs this G. But we got to, this is a league, and these are, fans that like to see something extraordinary in order for them to believe. You know what I'm saying? So we got to remind the league. You know what I'm saying? Everybody going to be worried about what little New York game, little Travis, little Taylor. Everybody gonna be talking about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's run the score up. It's a 1 o'clock game. You know what I mean? People be getting lost in the sauce in the 1 o'clock games, but this is a time where people need to go and look at the stats and say, what? Sam Howell threw 4 picks? What? Jalen passed for almost 500 yards? What? Swift rushed for 200 yards? What? Slay had a pick 6. What? 10 sacks, baby. What happened in that Eagles-Washington game? We need people to be like, what happened? What happened in that game? Because I was out of market and I couldn't watch that shit. I'm about to go watch the highlights, though. Y'all, let me know what you think. Make sure you like this video. Leave a comment. Subscribe. Keep rocking with me. Channel links down below. Buy me the copy of this channel. Shot the fish, smoke the spears. Merch collection. Talk to you guys next time. Bye.